What's up, guys? I know I haven't been on YouTube in a long time. I've been extremely busy and I've had a lot going on with my life and my current situations, and I kind of wanted to touch on those subjects today. And also I'm applying for the First Form Athlete Search, so they kind of encouraged me to talk about some adversities in my life and how I've kind of come to this point. So first things first, I would like to kind of catch you guys up on where I left off with my powerlifting meet. It ended up going really well. I actually cut down, I was weighing like 148 when I originally decided to do a powerlifting meet, and I cut down to 132. So while I increased my strength, I also lost quite a bit of weight in the process. So I basically took overall first place at the APA meet, which is American Powerlifting Association. I ended up placing first overall and won basically the whole competition because my score was extremely high for my weight class, and my numbers totals were, my squat was 265, my bench was 120, and my deadlift was 330 pounds. And previously when I was training, like my last few weeks of my prep were extremely terrible, to be honest with you. I didn't hit any of my percentages. I failed. My body felt really depleted because I was on a low calorie, low carb diet to basically kind of hit my weight level or my weight at the meet. So basically I wasn't going in there as confident as I wanted to be, and when I got into the powerlifting meet mindset, I was kind of just like, okay, I'm here, you know, I need to do my best. I've been killing it, you know, previously besides the 2 weeks that I was basically failing at everything. And I just basically got in my own zone, and it wasn't really about what everybody else was doing and how much weight all the other girls were doing. It was kind of just about me, and I had control basically of how I was going to do at the meet, and I was in my zone, and I actually did really well. So that was a great accomplishment of mine that I didn't know that I was going to do well at, and I ended up succeeding. So that was a really great experience. I may do one again, but I'm not sure. Basically after that, I had a fitness modeling opportunity in a different state, and it ended up being a scam, and I was completely heartbroken and felt really confused and lost because I trusted in this company and I was going to move down there and basically stop my life for this opportunity. And it went to crap, basically. And I'm really thankful that today I'm alive, I'm well, nothing bad happened to me, and I was able to leave the situation and go home to my family. And I felt at first very defeated that this whole thing happened, but now, you know, as time has went on, it was quite a bit of a learning experience for me, and it showed me basically how to not be so naive to things and to be careful with who I trust, and with, you know, I want to work hard at whatever I'm doing, and if something comes easy, it's probably not the best situation. So that ended up happening. Then when I got home, I realized, you know, crap, I basically just gave up everything for this fitness opportunity, and I needed to think fast on my feet and needed to basically make a living for myself. So obviously, you know, I've been doing fitness for, you know, about 2 years, I would say, seriously, and I always wanted to be a personal trainer, but I, you know, school and, you know, I had other jobs up there, so I never really had the time or the time that I wanted to dedicate to being a personal trainer. So I basically think really fast, and within a week later I decided that I was going to be a personal trainer. It's definitely easier said than done because, you know, I can say, you know, I want to be a personal trainer, but, you know, I never have done it before. I was very new to it. You know, I didn't work with enough people for me to basically know what I was doing at first. So I definitely was very lost, and it was a very scary new adventure for me because I didn't know like what to expect, and I didn't know, you know, was I ever going to gain clientele, you know, were people going to want to train with me, you know, was I going to make that big of an impact on people where they, you know, they changed, you know, their eating habits because of me, because I influenced them. You know, those were all questions to me that I basically, you know, thought about, you know, when I was, you know, in the process of being a personal trainer. Definitely, my Instagram definitely helped me, you know, gain some clientele. But again, it was a very rocky road experience at first, and obviously nothing, you know, nothing good ever comes easy. And I basically had to take it day by day, and, you know, tell myself, you know, if I work hard at this every single day, you know, I might be farther next week than where I am at today. And basically I had to keep that mindset, because if I told myself I'm never going to gain clientele, then realistically, then I was never going to gain clientele. So I basically took another risk on myself, and I feel like that's basically all I do in my life is take risks, but that's okay. So basically I had to try to make enough money to cover my loans and support myself. And so, I took a risk, and I went from 0 clients to I ended up having 13 as of today. And I absolutely love what I do. I enjoy, I don't even think it's really like a job, and it's truly amazing how other people can impact my life and, help me see things differently. And, I'm always being challenged. Someone might come up to me and say, hey, I have a shoulder injury and I tore my ACL, and basically I have to think on my feet and come up with the best program that suits their goals and will make sure that they're not going to get injured while they're training with me. So I thoroughly enjoy personal training, and it's definitely changed my life for the best, and I couldn't be more thankful for the clients that I do have and for other people to come eventually. So basically after I was starting to gain more clientele, everything was going great in my life. And P.S. I'm reading off a piece of paper because I needed to write down some of my thoughts on here because I didn't want to forget, because some serious things have happened to me. So after I gained some clientele, I lost my Instagram. It was disabled, and I had no warning. Actually, it was a normal day, and I was personal training, and Lucas's dad ended up going into the hospital, which is my boyfriend. And so we were sitting at the hospital, and I was just sitting in the waiting room, and I was really bored, so I went on my phone, and all of a sudden, I got this error message, and I went onto my account, and I'm like, what is this? Like, what do you mean error? Like, how could I get an error? I never got a warning, nothing. So I basically just started hysterically crying in the waiting room, and it was actually really pathetic. But at that moment, I felt like my world was crushed. I felt that I've been, investing in my Instagram every single day, hours a day, a lot of time, obviously goes into it, as you guys probably know, and I just felt so devastated. Like, I can't say that enough. And then days after that, I slowly, tried to see if my account was going to come back, and it didn't come back. And so I was struggling with what I was supposed to be doing. So I just bit the bullet basically and made a new account, because I didn't want my followers to think that, I wasn't going to keep trying or keep giving it my all. So I created a new account, and I ended up meeting some really great fitness girls that also do, kind of similar things that I'm doing, and we kind of all bonded because their account was also disabled because of copyrighted music, and I didn't realize that played a huge part of, having your Instagram disabled, but it did, and so now I learned my lesson that I will no longer have copyrighted songs in my videos. So if you guys notice on my workout videos, it's very techno beat related. That is why, because my account was definitely flagged for having copyrighted music. So that was a crazy experience, to say the least. Oh, and then 2 weeks later, I ended up getting my account back, out of nowhere actually, and I had the mindset that I didn't really, at that point, I didn't even really want it back, because I was seeing so much more positivity from my my backup page, and I was meeting girls, and I was connecting with people that I never connected with before, and I had the mindset, you know what, if my account comes back, that's truly a blessing that it comes back, and if my account doesn't come back, I keep working hard every day at this account, and I slowly gain back my followers, and I continue to still post my content, because that's, at the end of the day, I'm here to help others, and I'm here to provide content to hopefully better other people's lives. So, I wasn't going to quit what I was doing just because, I was very devastated, obviously. So yeah, 2 weeks later, I got it back, and my smile didn't leave my face the whole entire day. I was always thankful for my Instagram, but obviously, having something taken away from you really shows, how much you appreciate something, as goes for a lot of things in life. If you lose someone, or you don't have that friend anymore, you truly appreciate something when it's gone, and I never knew what it was like, having it gone, until I basically didn't have it anymore. So basically after that, my car was broken into, and I had $600 cash in there, my debit card, my American Express, my license, my passport card, basically all my information that I've ever had since I've been 16 years old. And it was stolen from me, and I was in the middle of training one of my clients, and my mom called me 6 times. I'm like, Mom, I'm working, what's up? And, she's like, hey, did you spend, $350 at Target? And I'm like, no, who spends that kind of money at Target? I'm training. And, someone went into my car and stole my wallet, and it was definitely my irresponsibility to leave my wallet in my car, but I always thought that if my wallet was underneath my seat and my coat was on top of it, that no one was going to ever go in my car or something. So again, I was naive to think that no one was ever going to steal my wallet. So again, I really appreciated my money when it was gone, because I worked extremely hard to obviously have that cash in my wallet. And it was funny because this happened on a Friday, and then on Saturday morning I was going to go to my house and kind of give my mom my cash, because she puts in some money for my loans as well. And I was going to give her my big payment, and all of a sudden my wallet's gone, so I can't do that anymore. So again, I hit a rough patch and felt lost, and was very upset. And as the days went on, it was kind of like, I did get my money back on my debit card, which is really cool. I don't have the cash still, but I'm slowly making it back, which is, I'm blessed that I'm able to do that. So again, I feel like my life is like a bunch of learning experiences, and I'm trying to adjust when like life hits me really hard, or when I'm struggling with something. It's kind of like a test, how fast can Miranda, get back up on her feet. I feel that life is always going to test me, and I don't think that I have, my life is not as hard as other people's lives, and I don't think that I have it extremely hard, but with the certain situations that I've been through lately, it's life has really tested me, and I've honestly really challenged myself with getting back up and telling myself that I can do it, because a lot of the times I've sat in my room and I'm like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this, I don't know what my next move is, I have no idea. But then my mindset changes, and I'm like, what, I just have to trust the process. I just have to trust that I'm going to continue to work hard, and then I'm going to continue to help other people, and hopefully on my journey of doing that I'm going to rise above all of the negativity that I've experienced, and hopefully I become better out of all of it. I've basically given up my life for fitness and being able to impact others, emotionally, physically. This is my life. Like I thoroughly enjoy what I. Okay, so my camera just stopped recording, and I now remember that I forgot to mention that when my account was disabled, I lost a lot of potential clients, just because of people messaging me, they're inquiring, and I had consultation appointments set up to meet with these new potential clients, and I couldn't remember their last names to find them on my new account, and I basically lost them as clientele, because I couldn't reach out to them to confirm our appointment times, and I ended up going to the gym to meet with them anyways, and all three of them were no-shows. So that obviously really hurt me, because I felt like the people didn't really know what was going on, or I didn't explain, and basically I tried my best to re-message them when I got my account back, and meet for them for their consultation appointment. So back to what I was saying. So I've given up my life for fitness, obviously, and when I was at school, I used to be on the dance team there, and I basically had a self-reevaluation and kind of was like, I want fitness to be my whole entire life. I want to do this every single day of my life. How is this situation? How is this bettering me? And I kind of was just like, what? I need to focus on fitness 100%. So I ended up quitting. And I'm not a quitter by any means, but I decided to give this my all, and not make excuses like, oh crap, I don't have time today, or I'll do it tomorrow. Like, there's none of that anymore. I wake up and I just get my stuff done. That's just all there is to it. I've noticed and I've realized that there's really not time to waste, and I've always learned too that there's always someone that can do something better than you, and you're always replaceable. So, if let's just say I don't, I'm not doing this and I'm not working hard, there's always someone that's going to be working harder than me. So that's kind of the mindset that I have right now, to continue to give every single day my all and to put forth my best effort. Anyways, enough of my rambling. I'm really thankful if you guys have really watched all the way through. I know this is a lot of ranting, but I just thought I would catch you guys up on my life and current situations that I've been going through. So, have fun watching the workout video, and I will catch you guys later.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?